Our next guest is trying to get to the bottom of what exactly happened at the Capitol on January 6th. His group is suing the Capitol Police in order to gain access to email correspondence and security footage they say is crucial to understanding the events that transpired on that day. Joining us now is Judicial Watch president and author of A Republic Under Assault, Tom Fitton. Tom, good to see you.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me again.
All right. Well, the Capitol Police are saying that this footage isn't public record. I'm assuming you would disagree with that.
Well, obviously, they're public records. The question is, should they be kept secret or not? Now, of course, Congress conveniently exempts itself from the Freedom of Information Act that applies to executive branch agencies. But there is a common law right to public access to government documents. And these are the types of documents we're not going into congressional offices or a senator's office and asking for emails. We're asking about what are really police records, more or less. I don't understand what the big secret is about them. They should have been voluntarily released. Now we're going to be in federal court trying to get to them. The questions are, why was the security so lax? And what does the video footage show? We had an impeachment about, they tried to remove, well, I don't know what they were trying to do with President Trump, but it was an impeachment. And why is it that we have that major issue? We've got hundreds of people being indicted, and there's information about what happened on that terrible day that Congress is withholding from us.
Tom, the thing that I thought was so interesting is you guys are denied this information, and Nancy Pelosi at the same time is effectively calling for a 9/11 style commission to get to the bottom of this. And it would seem to me that, you can basically do both if you want, but why would you propose a commission if you won't even let people see the videos and the email and the footage in the first place?
Well, you can't get access to commission documents, so that's not even a public process in the ordinary course. The 9/11 Commission was no big yuck, frankly, in my view. And there's still information from the 9/11 Commission we can't get access to. We don't need a commission. What we need is transparency. And let the chips fall where they may. The video is going to show violence. It's maybe show things that don't help the cause of the left in terms of trying to suppress its political opposition. I don't know. But when you have government officials assert secrecy for secrecy's sake, you got to have, I think it leads to fair questions about why they're hiding it.
Well, I find it fascinating that last week we saw the impeachment managers use security footage to make their case. So they used it to brandish it to the world, but yet they won't let people actually have the details of it or let you have it when you're asking for it.
Yeah, and if we get the video, we won't edit it. We won't selectively incorporate other sounds onto it and start trying to deceive the American people, which is what the impeachment managers did as they were abusing President Trump last week. I think that highlights the corruption here of the secrecy. They used this footage, they abused this public information to target a political enemy, and when we're asking for it under the law, they say it's not a public record. Who are they kidding?
Right. So, Tom, over the decades, you guys have been very successful unearthing information, getting FOIAs about everything from travel to costs of, Air Force One travel. When you enter this realm, as you mentioned, of trying to get information out of Congress, where they exempt themselves out of these FOIAs, and you have to go to court, what's sort of like the Judicial Watch track record? Where have you guys had success in this area in the past?
Well, this is a new area of law in the sense that people don't sue Congress for documents normally. Several years ago, a left-wing group sued for documents, and the courts didn't rule on it. But they got the documents anyway. That was how the case ended. We sued for shift documents. That case wasn't successful. The court ruled that it was legislative. We're appealing it. And this is frankly not legislative in any sensible way. So we think it's a different case. But this is an area of the law that I don't think has been applied to Congress the way it needs to be. And because this is a company town, few people are willing to challenge the nostrums here that keep congressional documents secret. And we'll go around, we'll sue other agencies, federal agencies for the records as well. Remember those personnel issues, the sexual harassment claims. We asked the Treasury Department for monies that they were giving the Congress to settle the claims. Treasury Department says, oh, we don't have any documents. So this is another area where, maybe the Me Too movement can join me in asking for more transparency for Congress. Because I think this is, frankly, guys, a left-right issue.
Yeah.
Who's in favor of secrecy for members of Congress and the operations of Congress that isn't applied, frankly, to pretty much any other area of our nation's political operations?
Yeah, I can tell you the American people aren't. Tom Fenton, thanks for holding them accountable. We'll have to check back in with you and see if you've made any progress on this specific case. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you.